Let's talk about something I think we've all felt. It's called Day 22. Now, it's not a specific calendar day. It's more a feeling. It's that moment, a few weeks into any new habit, a new diet, a workout plan, trying to learn something new, where that initial excitement just fades. And that's when the real work begins. Day 22 is what separates the things we try from the things we actually become. So how do we conquer it?
The real win isn't having the most perfect workout or eating the most flawless meal. It's so much simpler than that. And honestly, it's so much more powerful. It's just, you showed up. Again. That's it. The whole idea here is to celebrate the act of just coming back to it, especially on those days when you really, really don't feel like it.
So what exactly is this Day 22 mindset? Well, it's about completely shifting your focus from chasing perfection to just embracing consistency. Think about it. Perfection is super fragile, right? One little slip up and suddenly you feel like a total failure and you're tempted to just quit everything. But consistency? Consistency is resilient. It knows you're going to have off days. It prioritizes the long game over trying to be perfect for one short day.
Okay, so how does this actually look in practice? It all starts the second you wake up. Seriously, the morning is absolutely critical because your very first actions are what build the momentum for the rest of your day.
It all kicks off with something that seems almost, laughably simple. Before you grab your coffee, before you even look at your phone, just a glass of warm water. It feels so tiny, almost like it doesn't count. But that's exactly where its power is hiding.
Look, this isn't really about hydration, not at its core. This one tiny, easy action is your first win of the day. It's you making a conscious choice that says, I'm starting my day with intention. It's like a little microdose of discipline that gets your brain ready for the bigger, tougher choices that are coming later.
All right, so after that first little act of discipline, it's time for movement. And the approach here is just beautiful in its simplicity. First step, just move. Seriously, don't overthink it. Walk around, do some stretches, a few jumping jacks, whatever. The goal is simply to wake your body up. Step 2, push just a tiny bit harder than you did yesterday. Maybe it's 1 extra rep, maybe it's 30 more seconds. And the third and most crucial part, keep the rhythm. The real magic isn't in some heroic once-a-month workout. It's in the quiet consistency of just showing up day after day after day.
So, you've set the tone for the day with discipline and movement. Awesome. Now, let's talk about how you're going to fuel yourself. The Day 22 approach doesn't treat food like a source of guilt or a super complex set of rules. Nope, it's just intentional fuel. That's it.
And there's a really clear logic to every single meal. Breakfast is heavy on the protein to give you clean, lasting energy. Then, a midday snack, like some fruit or a handful of nuts, is there to strategically get ahead of any cravings. Lunch gives you that balanced energy to crush the afternoon slump. An evening snack, maybe some green tea, is light and mindful. And dinner, you keep it light to respect your body's need to recover overnight. See? Every meal has a purpose. Next up, we're going to get into something that is so important, but it's often the very first thing we sacrifice when we get busy: the power of the pause. And this isn't about being lazy. This is a strategic tool for keeping your rhythm and your focus.
10. That's it. Just the number 10. It doesn't seem like much, does it? 10 seconds? 10 push-ups? What could possibly be so important about the number 10?
And here's the answer: a 10-minute walk right after lunch. But pay close attention to that last word, non-negotiable. This isn't something you do if you have time. You have to treat this like it's your most important meeting of the day, a promise to yourself that you simply will not break.
So why is this short little walk such a game changer? Well, for starters, if you work at a desk, it completely shatters that sitting still momentum. It helps with digestion. It gives your brain a much-needed reset, kind of clearing out the fog before you have to dive back into work. And just like that warm water in the morning, it reinforces your discipline. It's another small promise you kept to yourself, and that builds up the muscle of self-trust.
All right, so we have our morning foundation, we have our fueling strategy, and we have our non-negotiable pause. Now let's pull this all together by focusing on the one golden thread that connects every single one of these actions.
And here we are, at the end of the day. And this right here, this is the mantra. Maybe your workout felt kind of sluggish. Maybe your lunch wasn't perfectly balanced. You know what? It doesn't matter. You got it done. The day is complete. It was never about being perfect. It was just about being consistent. You showed up, and that is the only thing that truly counts.
When you put these two mindsets right next to each other, the difference is just everything, isn't it? Perfection demands flawless performance, which is an impossible standard that just leads to frustration and burnout. But consistency? It has a much simpler, much more achievable goal. Just show up. And the result isn't burnout. It's real, sustainable transformation that you build one imperfect day at a time.
So as we wrap this up, let's turn this from an idea into an action for you. Forget about trying to overhaul your entire life tomorrow. Instead, just ask yourself this: what is one small, non-negotiable habit you can commit to? Is it the 10-minute walk? Is it the warm water in the morning? Just choose one thing that you will do no matter what. That small commitment, that is your day 22. And that is where your transformation really, truly begins.
Thanks for watching. Every repetition counts. Every day matters. Stay consistent. See you in the next video.